Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me okay. And I did not check if chat was gonna be decent during this. I probably should have done that. Because I changed the whole stream layout, but it's fine. I'm good. For some reason I just could not sleep last night, so probably not the smartest move to be streaming this late, but screw it. I'm full of bad ideas. Hey, what's up, Sammy? What's up, Slim? Why is the chat acting like that on the thing? I just realized you guys can't. I can't see. Hang on. I did not test that properly. Let me. Where is he? Where is the avatar again? Oh, here he is. Drag. Can't really. Oh yeah, Slim. If you want to join, yeah, man, go right ahead. The Genshin Impact VAs have become low. Yeah, I saw like one video covering that, and I'm just like, what in the hell is going on with you people? Like, damn. I'm on a tornado watch right now. That needs. Oh shit, dude. Stay safe, man. It has been mad windy and storming for like the past few days. What the? Switch 2 was great except for 8.9. Oh my god, man. That like torpedoed any like interest I had. I saw it. I was like, okay. $80, really? No. Like $70 is already not worth it, but $80, you must be out your damn mind. I'm gonna turn my fan on for a second. Get a little warm here. Hopefully the mic don't pick that up. But $80, I'm like, nah, you wildin'. They're sitting outside hoping to see a tornado kidding, of course. About to say, unless you want them crazy storm chaser types, I would hope you kidding. I wouldn't want to see that. You know, on YouTube or the news, maybe if it's like away from me, sure, but not. For some reason, my browser tab is glitching. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Okay, there we go. So originally, I was gonna stream last weekend because my birthday was on Tuesday, but then I just couldn't do it. So we're just gonna stream now. The original plan was actually to play Ratchet and Clank 2 since I realized I played which one did I play first? I played Deadlocked, then 1, so I thought we'd go in order and do 2 and 3. But then I just kept seeing shit about the fucking Netflix Devil May Cry show, and I was like, I need a palate cleanser. Just from the stuff I'm seeing on Twitter about it and the trailers that people have sent me that I've unfortunately clicked on and watched, and they're just absolutely horrible. So I just I'm just like, nah, absolutely not. We're not dealing with this. But so yeah, we're gonna play. Let me actually load up the game while I'm sitting here. I realize I probably should have had it loaded up before I did this, but whatever. So let me double check something because I gotta make sure the let me see, does it hopefully the game capture will like ID this game. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Does it actually? Because sometimes, what's it called? Streamlabs, it acts really weird with it acts really weird with the display, the game capture thing. I don't get why it does that. Let me see. Is it actually in a capture game? Kind of forgot Netflix DMC was a thing. I wish I could say I forgot that it was a thing. God damn it! I can't. It's not capturing it. What the hell? Why is it not capturing it? That's weird. Yeah, it's not. There we go. Okay, there we go.
HD collection.
All right, let me just resize it. I don't know why it wasn't reading it earlier. Okay, so you guys can see that. You just drag it so it actually fits in the damn. There we go. Okay, we're good. What did Netflix groups? Bruh, you have no idea. So, okay, so you know what? You know what? We might have to. You know what? Before we get into the game, let me get the post. The poster alone has problems. Let me find it. 'Cause someone shared it to me. Discord. Now I had a whole. I went on probably like a 10-minute like texted out rant about this shit. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Where is the bullshit? Let's just rip the band-aid off. Where the hell is it? Cause they do some. I knew they were gonna fuck it up the minute I saw the Castlevania people on it. Like I kind of had the sneaking suspicion, like y'all gonna fuck this up, aren't you? And then it was like, yeah, you did. I can just tell. Okay, let me bring this over here, even though you guys can't see it yet. What didn't they screw up this time is the real question. Before we do that, before I bring up the game, can you guys see? You guys can see this image. Let me zoom it in a bit. So this is the poster. Now, I want to direct your attention to a few things that already let me know this is a red flag. One, come at me, Demon Bros. That's the best line you could come up with. That's already bad enough. Second, why are these characters here? These three? Oh, can I zoom it in more because it's kind of hard to see it. I can't. Is that as? God damn it! Is that as far as I can get it? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Whatever. It's fine. You notice the. Actually, hang on one second. Let me see if I can get a better. Let me see if I can get a better way for you to view it. And Dweller, from what I can see in chat, is already calling it out. See, It's unintentionally right. Yeah. Okay. I might have to. I don't want to do it this. You know what? Let's not do it that way. Sorry, I'm just trying to get it so you can, so I can zoom in on it better because opening up in a browser doesn't really let you. Oh, even this doesn't let me zoom in that much. Okay, we're gonna have to do this. No, I don't want to save it. We're gonna do this a jank way. Who is the rabbit? You don't remember Dim? If I remember correctly, he's from the manga that came around time of DMC3. But I just want to direct your attention. There's a few things that are okay. It came. There's a few things that are a problem here. One, I already said it, but this logo. Are you fucking serious? This is the tagline you went with. This is dog shit. Um, this character. If you've played Devil May Cry 3, you might recognize who this is. This is Agni. And I'm gonna get like DMC autist for a second here. This character should not exist here. Because if you've played Devil May Cry 3, he and his brother Rudra, their whole thing is they guard the tower thing. You know, the one Virgil resurrects and Devil May Cry 3 that you spend the entire game climbing up and down. And these two guard a specific floor. And they literally say that no one has gotten to their floor in ages, so like they're bored. And they're like, when Dante shows up, they're like, oh wait, we have a guest? Like, how do we do? What do we do to entertain him? It's like, I don't know, come up with something. And also another thing, and I somehow didn't even notice this, he has a head here, which is weird because if you notice, if you remember in game, Agni and Rudra for some reason had the big brain idea to cut their heads off and attach them to the palm of their swords. And as you can see, there's clearly a head on the palm of the sword. So what the fuck is going on with that? So I don't know if this character actually. I'm assuming this character and Dante actually interact, which causes problems because they should not know each other at this point. So that's dumb. And if they're doing the whole this isn't in any continuity with the games, I mean, on one hand, that would be kind of beneficial because then it's like, okay, we can 100% pretend this don't exist. This character, this is Cavalier Angelo from one was blue, one was red. Yeah, depending on how far we get in the game, you'll probably see them. This is Cavalier Angelo from Devil May Cry 5, and if you remember, this is Trish after Virgil mopped the floor with Dante and crew, and Virgil stuffed Trish into a demon suit. So this is technically Trish, which Trish and Dante don't even know each other yet if you're going off the continuity. Because he's still rocking Rebellion here, and he still has the amulet from he got from his was his mom or his dad. I might be misremembering that. So that's already freaking weird. Then you have Echidna here. Echidna was in Devil May Cry 4. And first she fought Nero, then kind of got BTFO'd by Nero, and then Dante meets her later in the game, and he just outright mops the floor with her and kills her. So again, she should not be here right now, is the point I'm trying to make. And like I said, this dude, I'm pretty sure is from the manga, because there were two. I don't mean to be zooming in Dante's crotch, but whatever. There were two manga for Devil May Cry 3, and I think he was one of the characters, one of the antagonists in that. There was supposed to be a third volume, but third volume never came out for whatever reason, so only got two. So this is freaking weird. Like, you got characters here that shouldn't be here right now. And then I'm about to put the block on real quick. That succubus chick in DMC3 was a babe. I love getting beat by her. Okay, you might be a masochist, but you know what? I understand. I understand it. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Let me grab some of the other images. I can't show you like the trailers and shit because obviously just get copyright claimed in a minute. And I definitely can't show that because that's Definitely can't show that. Okay, do you care if I spoil something? Because it's something that they do in the show that is beyond asinine. And I'm just like, there is no way you can make this make sense. Like, it comes off like really dog shit fanfic levels of bad. Is that supposed to tend to your edgy for what the hell? I don't even. Okay, I'm gonna watch. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even gonna watch it. Like I said, I've already seen the bullshit. I've already been cursed with the bullshit. But here's apparently something from the show. You see what this dialogue says? You mean after the Raccoon City job? So they're trying to say that this takes place in Resident Evil's universe. Now I know somebody's probably be like, actually, Devil May Cry was originally supposed to be Resident Evil 4. It was a prototype for Resident Evil 4 that kind of just spun off to its own thing and all that. So I guess you're thinking, oh, this would be a cute little reference. But that breaks so much shit, it's not even funny. Like, it breaks so much shit, just this little mention here. Fuck is this corny as shit? Yeah. Dante came with the speed of light. He can end the conflict of every game in a second. That's the other thing I'm hearing. Apparently, Dante gets his ass whooped constantly in this show. And it's not even like where he's toying with people like, he's known to do. Like, apparently he just gets folded constantly. I don't know how accurate that is. That's what I've seen from people. And there's one particular image that I'm not gonna show it because it might get you know what? Fuck it. Actually, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. There's a point where like Dante gets like half his face like it looks like melted off or some shit. But that's somehow not even the worst part. Speaking of demon slaying, trolls have been going numbers. Yeah, they have. How does Unc got yellow piss hair and sharp face? I don't fucking know, man. He looking like some Guy Fieri. He got that Guy Fieri, the Guy Fieri fit going on. I don't fucking know, dude. But the worst thing they did was they do this thing where they try to make the demons like misunderstood. And I'm not one of those people who's gonna inherently get pissed that you do that. It's the way that they do it that's the problem. It's because it's such a blatant thing. And I gotta queue up the screenshots here for this because you're not gonna believe me. Because if I told you this without the context, you would think I was bullshitting you, but I'm not. I wish I was. I wish I was, but I'm not. So let me just queue up all these screenshots here. Because this makes absolutely no sense if you know. Hang on, Slim's here. Slim, I like how you came in. I'm in the middle of torturing this damn show, and I'm getting my receipts pulled up from Discord for this bullshit. Okay, I'd rather watch Guardians, but honestly, Noob, you already spoiled it in chat, but like he's not lying either. He's not being hyperbolic, and I can't hear Slim at all. I don't know what's going on with them. Make sure this is audio. Oh, you're mute. You got yourself on mute, Slim. So if you see here, this is from the show, and if you notice what the subtitles say, that's a song by Green Day that was criticizing the Iraq invasion. And
yeah, sorry, my I bit the bullet and finally said, you know what, fuck my old browser. I got Brave instead, so now I got ad block and all that shit, all that good shit now. So we're good.
Yeah, I need to switch back to Brave because Firefox is on some dumb shit. Yeah, Green Day 2025, and this is a demon. This is a demon here. Do you notice anything about the what he got on? He or she? Who fucking cares?
Yeah, demon? Like I didn't watch it personally, but like I've seen like a good chunk of my friends actually did watch it and like gave detail. Like yeah, it goes in that direction, and they try to paint the demons as innocent. Like
now, Slim,
refugees trying to get out of hell. Like it's so fucking stupid.
Now, chat. You think I'm reaching with this? Where I'm going with this? I'm not, because look here, we got Americans in hell with the damn American flag, like it's the Iraq invasion. And the thing is, like, if you know anything about Devil May Cry, humans get folded by demons on the regular. Like,
oh yeah, like
they get their asses whooped.
Like Edgy will tell you this. I'm like intermediate at best, right? Like I know the baseline for most of Devil May Cry. Even I'm like that doesn't make any
And
goddamn
before
sense. I know for
anyone
a
comes
fact
up
that
here and says that I'm just, you know, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Let me pull up this cutscene of Devil May Cry 5 because I don't feel like booting the game up to show you this. Let's get this over here. Drag this. Come here. Come here. And I'm just gonna unmute and let this play. So these are soldiers, right? And you notice, and like, let me rewind that. You notice they probably killed like one of them right here. But they don't last very long.
The thing that I get from like Devil May Cry is that yeah, humans can kill demons, but like humans that are good at it are very rare. Like
yeah, like that's why Lady is such a bad bitch, because she can actually kill them and not die. But that's just giving you an idea of like, because for one, they actually don't show humans fighting demons that much in Devil May Cry, probably for good reason, because it'd be kind of boring.
Honestly, like humans aren't even all that prevalent in Devil May Cry.
They're not. They're really not. Oh, and it gets even better because this is Lady. What the fuck does she have on? She looks like a weird sci-fi cop thing, and she's got a gun on some demons, asking why are they here, and I think this is the right thing.
Yeah, she works for like a special anti-demon task force that tries to hunt down Dante.
Which I want to make clear, she didn't know Dante existed really until Devil May Cry 3.
Like, and even then, she was kind of working solo because she was trying to like avenge her father.
Yeah, that was her whole shtick. Play the video you in Brit. What video? She looks like Maxima from King of... God damn. But, like, for one, this doesn't even look like a demon. It doesn't even read demon anymore. It just reads like generic horned people, you know? First of all.
Also, there's also the fact that, in this version, Dante gets his ass kicked a lot.
I already brought that up.
Not only that, but like one of the you know, the twin demons that you fought in like I think it was Devil May Cry 3 where they give you the swords.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Dante doesn't even kill one of them. Lady does.
Which is bullshit, because they should not neither one of them should have met until Devil May Cry 3. First of all. Now, if they're saying that this is its own continuity, that's still fucking dumb, because, and I pointed this out earlier, and hang on, I gotta cover the screen again for seconds. I gotta pull this up one more time, because this just shows that nobody gave a fuck. Like, hold on, where is it? This just shows that nobody working on this gave a fuck about continuity. So, I already explained this to chat, but you see my screen, right? You see the red one here, Agni?
Nah, your screen's black, dude.
Oh, is it still black? I should have thought I fixed it.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah. So you see how so Agni here, and you'll see this in Devil May Cry 3. His head in lore, he got so bored because he was stuck in the tower thing that Virgil resurrected in Devil May Cry. Again, you'll see it when we play the game. He got so bored, he and his brother got so bored, they chopped off their own heads and stuck them to the pommels of their swords, right? Yeah. So he's supposed to be headless. Why does he have a head here and then there's a head on the sword? Like,
that's a good question.
Like if you're telling me you're a DMC Devil May Cry super fan, you would know that, you would notice that. And if you wanted to say, oh, it's because we wanted them to be able to emote without having to have the sword held, I was like, okay, then why is the head on the pommel then? Just say it's before he chopped his head off.
Also, something else about the show is that there's a lot of like gore in the show, and I'm pretty sure Devil May Cry never had a lot of that.
There really isn't, like, even though it's an M-rated game, like the gore is kind of mild. Hold on, let me check what chat's saying. Being half human because he can use human blood to make himself stronger. That's how Devil Trigger works. Is that why that is why the ability to we make it last time. It's called Trigger Heart. It relates to human blood. Yeah, because in 5, the whole Virgil's whole plan was he resurrected. I forgot what the tree is called, but it's like it has this fruit that's created through human blood, like stupid amounts of human blood, and when you eat it, as a demon, you become a demon lord, like Mundus and stuff. So human blood and demons are. That's just a human. I think the demons be sipping on human blood like it's Gatorade or Mountain Dew, Code Red or some shit. Yeah,
Also,
quite
you're
how
telling
you
me.
pronounce it.
Also, I love what they're saying. Oh yeah, America invaded hell and pretty much owned all those demons. You should feel bad. I'm like,
No.
no. Oh, that's actually pretty damn cool.
First of all, no. Second,
The...
this would be cool if this wasn't Devil May Cry and we established that demons are not, that humans and demons can't really fight each other and win.
Also, there's the fact that why bring up Bush era politics in your 2025 show?
Now I get it that Devil May Cry 3 came out. I think was it Devil May Cry 3 or Devil May Cry 1 came out like right after 9/11. Like I think the Tuesday after.
Devil May Cry 1 came out.
1. It was 1. Yeah, 1 came out right like I think the week after it happened.
I think Devil May Cry 3 came out like
2005. I think it was 2005. I think. Because I think 4 came out in 8. Don't quote me on that. I don't feel like looking it up right now, even though I could.
It was still like that was still, how do I put this? That was an Xbox 360 game. That was a deep Xbox 360.
Yeah, DMC 4 was Xbox and PS3 territory. But yeah, like it's so much dumb shit in here just from what I've seen online. And then like even articles are kind of like mentioning the ridiculous shit with the demon stuff. And let me see if I can find. I'm gonna find a tweet that I saw that this is an This might be an actual article apparently.
And of course, IGN gave it an 8 out of 10.
Of course they fucking did. Of course they fucking did. It's IGN. They just kings of dog shit. Okay, so this is apparently an actual article. If you think we're just bullshitting you and being like hyperbolic, yeah, they turn it with. They have American Idiot playing. And they try to tie it to Iraq for some reason. Also, Adi, I have a question for you. Are you trying to say that demons are Middle Eastern refugees? Is that what you're trying to say? Because I don't think that's the move you want to make. Just saying, like this is like on the same tier the idiots that think orcs are black people.
I mean, like. Next thing you're gonna tell me is there's a Trump reference in DMC.
Bro, I have no fucking idea, but they actually might do it. These hack writers dead ass might do it.
Me.
Like, let's not even joke about that shit.
Here's the thing, like DMC, like the Ninja Theory game, that one also did this, but at least it was trying.
That one,
I wouldn't say trying.
That one, what they did with that one, they kind of played on the whole like. There's a shadowy government that manipulates everything.
That was during the height of like Anonymous and shit. So
yeah.
I kind of get it. But
Mundus will be a Trump stand, I bet. I fucking hope not, but I have zero confidence that they wouldn't be that stupid to actually do it.
You know what? Fuck it. I'd like to actually see that. That would actually.
Mundus just be like, we're gonna make hell great again. It's gonna be terrific. It's gonna be tremendous.
Wait a minute. You just said the demons are the refugees and the good.
Oh wait, that doesn't work then. That analogy doesn't work.
How does that work?
Fuck.
Because there's a problem. Demons are objectively the bad guys in Devil May Cry.
With very rare exception, and their exception being Sparta, and if the other anime is still canon, because there's one episode where a demon legit falls in love with a human, and it's like he doesn't hurt nobody.
I think like Devil May Cry 5 confirmed that the anime was canon because they like.
Yeah, you're right. They did because they mentioned what's her name, Patty, I think is her name, the little rich girl that was kind of acting like a little sister of Dante in that.
I think they confirmed that. That the anime is indeed canon.
Yeah, so there's at least one other demon that's shown that doesn't have beef with humans and actually wants to coexist or whatever. As a misfit.
My whole thing is like.
Joker, you missed the unhinged Devil May Cry Netflix rant because it's just shit. It's just shit.
Anyway, the thing I was trying to say is if the closest thing I can think of a human villain is Devil May Cry 4, where those people are trying to awaken a god or whatever.
And even then, they weren't even
transform.
human because they were infusing themselves with demon powers and turning into demons. So they technically weren't even human anymore.
Yeah,
Either. So that doesn't
still,
even
that's
work.
the closest thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, if Dante had to face against the regular ass human,
They wouldn't be able to do shit. Like, I mean, Lady shot him in the head in Devil May Cry 3, and he's just mildly irritated. Like, I'm not even, like, I'm talking like between the eyes headshot, and he's like, what the hell? I saved your life, and you're gonna shoot me? And he's like annoyed, but that's it. Like, Dante is cracked. They turn demons, like Atom from Double Digital Depths. Yeah, it kind of feels like, I don't fucking know what they're doing. Localize and locals. I can't wait for these woke trimmed
There's one
out.
more thing that I think is gonna piss you off about this show.
Oh, great. What else could they possibly do?
And this is something even I know something he wouldn't do. Apparently Virgil is actively working with Mundus.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Like,
No,
him and Mundus are working together, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that goes against, like,
I'm about to
all of DMC. Pretty sure that's not something he'd ever do. Like,
all of these voices running through my head. Blinded by sight in the curtain of red. I'm about to lose it. There is no way in hell Virgil would work with Mundus. And willingly, let me phrase that, because technically he did in one, but that was literally after he got folded by Mundus, and Mundus took his soul or whatever. You know.
He had no other choice.
He had no other choice. You know, awesome.
You're really gonna have. So you're telling me that
even in DMC Devil May Cry, the shitty reboot, they got that right, that Virgil and Mundus fucking hate each other. Like, how do you fuck up this badly? All the things she said running through my head.
I think what it is that they thought that they could get away with it for like a third time, because they did it with Castlevania. And like I said, the first 2 seasons of Castlevania were good, but you know how these people are. The moment they see something that's popular,
they gotta put their bullshit in it, and they
gotta put their bullshit in it. And after that, Castlevania went to shit.
It did.
People still pretended it was good, but like it was shit. Then they made the Blood Dragon show, which is nothing like the actual.
And they have like Rayman doing coke off of a bull girl's ass and shit, and eating sushi off her. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And the fact that Ubisoft approved this too, I'm like, y'all what the fuck?
But everyone kind of laughed it off and was like, okay, it's whatever. It's what. Again, it wouldn't take it seriously.
To be fair, Far Cry Blood Dragon also doesn't take itself too seriously, but Far Cry Blood Dragon is meant to be a parody of like 80s action movies.
Yeah, but like the problem with that Blood Dragon show was like it was just someone else's fan fiction. It was just someone else's fan fiction. That's all it was.
It was.
But they're like, okay, it's gonna work a third time. And it's like, no, this time people are actually onto your bullshit.
Yeah, we see the bullshit.
People are aware of what your bullshit is, and they watch the character like, yeah, this is bullshit. This is nothing like Devil May Cry.
And yeah, Far Cry Blood Dragon, the game was the shit. The show, fuck, I didn't even watch it.
Extremely fun.
I saw the trailer for that. I was like, this is Far Cry Blood Dragon? It's not. No, this isn't. This is... I don't know what this is, but it's not that. It's something.
An abomination is what it is.
Yeah, basically.
Sorry, I'm eating a sandwich right now.
Oh no, you good. I'm gonna take like 2 seconds to go to the bathroom, then I'm gonna boot up this game. We're gonna pretend that
Ubisoft is dead. It's been dead. Yeah, didn't they sell Ubisoft or something like their
Well, Tencent now owns like 25% of the company, and they have like some subsidiary now, and I think Tencent now owns all their IPs or some shit. And like several of their offices, their studios have closed down since. But it's all good. You got to ratio Grums and Elon Musk on Twitter, right?
Who cares?
It's like you ratioed the chuds, right? It's all good then, right?
Grums is kind of cringe now, but like it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, man. Your game still sucks. Like I'm sorry.
When he's right, when Grums is right, he's right. But yeah, he he need to finish his fucking game Ember, but that's whatever. But you know,
I think he released demos recently.
yeah, he did like a demo for like the backers or whatever. But it's like it has been a pretty long amount of time, and the fact that it's a demo from what I saw from people leaking gameplay, which it looked rough as shit. Even by demos, and I'm like, dude, you gotta work on this and maybe tweet less.
Yeah,
I don't like him,
he
but he's
did that
harmless.
with,
He doesn't
like,
have power. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he was part of that one game a long time ago. What was it called?
Firefall. I think it was a MMO thing. He also used to work at Blizzard too.
Yeah, Firefall. He used to work at Blizzard. I know that much. But like the thing with Firefall is like he tried to do everything to promote this game except actually finishing the. Like he was like, how do
Like the game was
like,
finished.
so
It just wasn't. If I want to hear, it just wasn't that good or
he
something.
No, like before the game was actually released, he hyped it up. He bought a bus to like
Yeah, he
promote
did.
everything, and like they made like shorts that had very little to do with the game. They were trying to. I think he was trying to make like a brand or whatever before actually making the game. Like you spend all this money on like TV on YouTube videos and
Yeah, they had a channel with like an actual show on it that had nothing to do with the game or whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, you're trying to make a brand without actually giving a product first. That's kind of ass backwards.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
Trump. Hi, Mark Hamill. Got to Mark Hamill twitching on the ground. My first introduction to the game as a kid, I waited extra credits, right? What?
Oh, wait, hold on. What was that? My first introduction to the game as a kid, I watched it. Oh, okay. They had a Firefall sponsored video about Fireball and the JC Penney's. That was one of the easy guys dunk on, but so many of the people who attack him have sub-room to track you. And the thing is like, they'll attack him for something, and it's like, it has nothing to do with the argument he's making. And it's like, you roasted him on that, but it's like, he's still right on what the original point of the discussion was. You know, like, somebody can be fucking cringe, but if they say something objectively correct and you don't address it, you know, it doesn't matter that you clown them for something cringe they did, you know? Yeah. Or whatever. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's like, okay, yeah, that's funny, but it's like, what about the point, the legit point he actually raised like, on you?
Your game still sucks, Ubisoft.
Yeah, it's like, it's still shit. It's still shit. You pissed off the Japanese, which I think is really hard to do.
Yeah, because they're usually pretty chill.
Yeah, they're usually kind of, or if they are mad, they're not going to be very direct about it.
Like, for instance, like Ghost of Tsushima, for example, that game is extremely historically inaccurate.
It is.
It's like for instance, like one of the things you can do in the game is like you could stop and like write haikus or whatever, right?
Haikus didn't exist at that point, right?
They didn't exist for another 200 years.
Also, the katana wasn't around at the time the game takes place either. Like, it came after the Mongol invasion. Or like during, if I'm not mistaken.
It was invented during the Mongol invasion. Yeah. So like technically, like the whole like Bushido art of the katana or whatever, that didn't exist.
Yeah, that wasn't there yet.
They also had swords that were very similar to it. I think they had Edachis and shit they were still around.
Yeah.
The very long.
Oh, Dachis, like, yeah, Dachis. I think that's what they're called.
But the actual katana. It wasn't created until the Mongol invasion, actually.
Yeah.
And like people even pointed out, like if you wanted to do something really cool in the game, you could have made the secret weapon that Taka was working on, because Taka's like a blacksmith. You could
be the katana
friend, right? Yeah, he could have like gave you the katana. He said, "Oh no, this special tool that I'm making is a grappling hook."
Which is still cool, don't get me wrong, but you know, if you wanted to be,
cool.
If you wanted to be a little more historical accurate with it, yeah, you could have gone that route.
They really built this up, and to be fair, it does change the gameplay immensely.
It does.
It does make the gameplay. It does. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, it's still kind of underwhelming. It's like, this is a fantastic tool that no one will see coming, and it's like, oh,
it's a grapple hook.
That's cool. That's cool. It's still cool. I like it. It's just, you know.
The team at Sucker Punch got some awards go to. Yeah, they got made like the ambassadors to Tsushima Island, because that's how much people like the game.
because like people actually like they got like a boost in tourism because like, oh, this is where the game's based on. It's like, yeah, and they got like a boost in tourism. They're like, oh, thanks, we're gonna like make you the ambassadors of our island now. Thank
And
you.
Sammy D, exactly what I was saying. Ratioing people means nothing. Keffels did that, and now he's gone into hiding in Ireland. Lucas Roberts is nothing but a sicko who will never be a woman. He's just another CWC minus the mom banging. Yeah, it's like, okay, you ratio somebody, that doesn't mean that you're right on that you won the argument at any point. You're talking about unless it's.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Unless it's like the argument wasn't like the person wasn't even raising a serious point, they were just trying to roast you, and then you roasted them back and ratioed them. Then it's like, okay, yeah, you won. Yeah, you won a roast. But when like someone has a valid point.
Sorry, it's like I didn't follow the Keppels thing. Did they actually like confirm that they were like grooming and shit?
For what I've heard, it sounds like they were like they were like sending like homemade HRT shit to minors allegedly. It's been a while since I've looked into Keffels drama, but yeah, but that's a good example. Like, yeah, you can ratio.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was saying that's a good example that you can ratio, like you can ratio someone and still be completely wrong in a situation.
Yeah. I remember that I was just scrolling through Twitter, and there was like a tweet with like a lot of views on it, and it was just that one like GIF of like the you ever watched the Diver Wimpy Kid movie where it's like where you see Rowley but he's saying hi at first and he looks at it and he's like disturbed and wondering what's going on.
No, but I've never seen the Diary Wimpy Kid movie, but I do.
Hang on, let me show you the GIF. You've probably seen it around. Hang on. Why can't I? Hang on. Okay, get rid of this. I don't need this. Okay. Hang on. This meme right here.
Oh, I've seen that, yeah.
Oh, I was wondering what that was like, so I clicked on the thing and it was just saying, okay, I got a new job. I was like, that's what he was replying to. And I was wondering what's going on, so I looked at it, and it turns out it said, oh yeah, it said, this user is a known pedophile. I was like, wait, Oof. What? Just a random tweet from the guy saying, oh yeah, I got a new job today. And he just said that. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
The fuck?
The fuck?
The fuck?
This came the fuck out of nowhere.
Yeah, who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down. All right, we've been talking for... We've been talking for almost an hour. We haven't even gotten to the game. But I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick.
That's me and Edgy half the time.
Pretty much. All right, I'm going to run to the bathroom. I turned off the automated ad thing, so I'm just going to throw an ad right now while I'm at the I'm going to the bathroom, so.
While Edgy's in the bathroom, we can talk about my favorite subject, the Jews. Knowledge-based. Yeah, covering weekends until Discord and giving entertainment. Again, Sammy D, please don't use that language. It might get us taken down on YouTube. Just don't use it. Just don't use the language, okay, dude? I understand you're upset about the situation, but again, YouTube's very finicky, and we don't really need that. Not to mention we don't need that energy either. If someone comes in and sees that all over the place. I still want to make a lol Calcium Bukin called Kiwi Fire. I would unironically play that, Triple D. I will unironically play that. Let me get my weed real quick. I'll be right
That does actually sound funny. So, yeah, okay, but I've stalled unintentionally long enough. Let me get into the actual game, assuming it actually.
Some fight, some bleed, some homie, some.
Okay, I have no idea what the fuck Slim is doing right now. Okay, is game capture? You gonna actually capture it? There we go. I don't know why it's so delayed. Oh, and my controller. Went in the standby. Okay. Who will the fighters be? LTG, DSP, CWC, Andrew Ditch. Andrew Ditch just zoned me by throwing diapers at him. That would be his.
Chris Chan is a given, obviously.
Yeah, you gotta put him in there. No, make Chris Chan the end of, like, the arcade boss at the end. And he, like, switches between Sonichu and Chris Chan Sonichu and shit.
You've heard of it, haven't you?
LTTV in the game. Yeah, that'd be funny.
When I was young, my father would tell me stories.
Just calls every black person in the game a rog.
Long ago, in ancient times, a demon
you gotta have Dragon Lord on there too.
For the sake of the human race. With his sword, he shut the.
There's something in this cutscene that I'm gonna point out because it just shows how cracked Dante and Virgil are.
But since he was a demon himself, his power was also trapped on the other side. I never believed it. I thought it was just a child's fairy tale. But I discovered that this so-called legend wasn't a myth at all. Sparta existed. How do I know? Well, I met the sons of Sparta. Both of them. Though the same blood of their father flowed through their veins,
I think it's like right here where they do something absolutely broken. They were swinging their swords so fast, the rain like curved around them for a second. That's how fucking crazy these two are. Dragon Lord actually used their gun in real life. It's never not funny.
I like things that go out of their way to like just do a rule of cool just for the sake of it.
Yeah, like that's why I like Dante. I mean? He's just like, I didn't need to do all that, but it's just fun.
But in the end, only one was left.
Do angels exist in Devil May Cry?
Do what?
Do angels exist?
They've never confirmed that, and I'm kind of glad they haven't, because I feel like if they did at this point, it would raise way too many questions.
Want to know the name?
Because it'd be like, where were you guys when Virgil, like several times Virgil opened the gates of hell? Turn tutorials off. We'll go normal. I forget what the difference between gold and yellow.
Devil May Cry.
In Devil May Cry 4, the jump I had mentioned is being made out of angel. Oh, okay, so they... Okay, then I'm wrong. I thought they never confirmed that. Because in the reboot, they did. And it raises questions.
You've heard of it.
They made Virgil and Dante like half demon, half human, Nephilim or whatever.
Yeah, they're half demon, half angel. There's like no human in them at all.
Which kind of goes against the point of Devil May Cry, but okay.
Yeah. The wing talisman item description. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I guess there are actual... I guess heaven does exist in some capacity.
Sorry, not open for business yet. I haven't even picked a name for this joint, and I'm already getting calls.
Yeah, you're right. The Fallen in this game, they are kind of like these demon things that look angelic. You actually see what's underneath the wings and stuff. So I guess it is canon.
If you want to use the bathroom, help
Fallen are so annoyed. They all are. I hate them.
Is your name Dante?
Also, like, listening to his voice, I'm like, yeah, how Young Bosch doesn't fit Dante.
He doesn't.
He's trying in the anime, but, like, he gets close a couple of times, but he's not quite Dante. I'm sorry.
No, it's not bad. It's just that he's just not Dante.
Please.
And it's gonna get weird if they actually put Nero on the show, because it's like, are you gonna have someone else voice Nero?
Oh, Edgy, that's so cute. You think the show's getting a second season?
I know.
Or, well, and this
to be fair, like Castlevania got like 2. It's still making seasons somehow.
That's because the first 2 seasons were super good. They'd be stupid not to do more seasons.
Yeah. Exhibit A of why Dante fighting humans is would be absolutely pointless. And this is Dante at his weakest in, like, the series, canonically. Because he hasn't even unlocked his full devil powers yet.
DMC 3 is a prequel, right?
Yeah, it takes place before 1, and at this point, like you'll see, I can't turn into demon form at all yet.
This party's getting crazy. Let's rock.
Because Dante hasn't unlocked that ability yet. Like, in lore, so... But he's still able to do all this.
Hey, Addy, take notes.
Take notes. Yes, he just parried a scythe with a damn gun. Yep. Dante is like FTL because they would say attack speed of light. Fast. Oh shit, I didn't even realize that. Beowulf actually can attack that fast and Dante can dodge it. Damn.
And Dante like stop times.
He gets that ability in this game, then I don't know if he loses it at any point because he never like is shown to do it again.
To be fair, it's video game logic.
It's video game logic, so I don't know if he can anymore. Post this game.
Because remember, Sly Cooper's also the time where he just doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I'm just convinced that power's not canon.
Can you imagine if Sly had all of his powers in the first game, in the second and third game?
Bruh, he would break. Yeah, that would just be not even funny.
Because like in the first game, at least it was balanced out because he could only take one hit. That's why it was okay. Because he could only take one hit, 2, maybe 3. He got a lucky trouble. Like no, if he had all those abilities in the later games, he'd be broken.
That and you have to unlock all that shit too, like by doing optional stuff. Yeah, I did too. I don't think I didn't do was all the time trials, because that shit was... Some of them things were ridiculous.
And you know something funny? I'm not even high yet.
See, why does Samus unequip all her upgrades? I don't understand either. Is it especially in the Virgil's campaign? Yeah, it is. Oh, damn it, I lost my S rank. I don't.
It sounds like passive aggressive.
It kind of does. It's like, yeah, that was all right, but you're not really cooking right now. It's like Itsuno is like, could you lock the fuck in? Dante, I hope you got good property insurance. Do you think there's demonic attack insurance in Devil May Cry's universe?
Edgy, I don't even think Dante knows what insurance is.
I don't think he does either. He's like, insurance? What's that? Ever heard of the Goober? Who? Side 3 Autumn Thieves is the best in the series. Also my favorite game of all time. Side 3 is really good. I'm not sure. I don't know if I put it as the best. I do like it over 2 for one reason. That's because you can replay levels without having to replay the whole game.
Yeah, it's so weird you can't do that. You have to just completely restart from the beginning.
The Goober, he's a gambler. Oh, you're talking about the guy who gambles what's a kick and he like... Am I gonna get an S rank? Damn, first try. Shit. S.
Edgy, why are we 7 years old?
I don't fucking know.
Sly 3 Honor and Thieves is the best game in the series. Also, it's my favorite game of all time. Sly 2, in my opinion, was better. But Sly 3 was also pretty good.
Can I
I
unlock
like the
any?
story of Sly 2 more. That's just me, though.
I do like how
After Sly 2... oh, sorry.
I'll say I do like how much more varied the gameplay is in 3. I give all the different characters and stuff and mini games.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Like after Sly, the reason Sly 1 was so good is because it was like a 3D action platformer, but it was also like a stealth game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You were supposed to play stealth. You could only play stealth. Sly 2 onward, it's like stealth is more of a suggestion. You know, it's just kind of there.
To be fair, they are places where they do make it mandatory, but it's not like.
No. There's still like Sly based. How do I put this? In the first game, like just going around the level was a challenge because you still had to sneak. You know what I mean? You still had to sneak and like platform around all the enemies because you couldn't take them all on at once. And like the second and third game, you don't have to like sneak to get around and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Can we agree that's the most dramatic way to put a jacket on? That's the most dramatic way to put a jacket on.
I know this isn't like an unpopular opinion or whatever, but this is Dante's best fit in my opinion.
I'm torn between this and even though Devil May Cry 2 was dog shit, I do like his outfit in 2. They were cooking with his costume in that. But I'm pretty sure.
Is it the same jacket in every game, or is it like is it a different jacket?
I'm pretty sure it's a different jacket. Or at least I think they're supposed to be different. Because they don't look remote. Oh, damn. She took damage. God damn it.
General Sal was funny. I will admit that.
Also, most base Sly villain. Yeah, I actually have them on emulator. That's a series I should probably play on stream at some point. Okay, we need to get rid of. And the thing is, like, I'm not even that great at this game because there's some crazy combos people can pull off with like animation canceling and shit to just stay airborne indefinitely and stuff. Someone modded DMC with Poe from Kung Fu Panda.
You know what? I can see it.
I can see it. The one thing I will criticize this game for is lock-on can be a little jank.
I mean, it was a game in the early 2000s.
Yeah, it was literally a 2005 game.
Lock-on was like, nothing about Lock-on was really perfect. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, no. Side 3 alien personally has some most dark villains and series stuff about these. Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, hell, Vanguard. I hate this guy.
Why is he so dramatic?
I don't know.
You need a sandwich, sweetheart.
Someone modified DMC with Shaq. I saw that.
That's impossible. They can never capture Shaq.
I know.
Also, speaking of which, I actually unironically had the Kung Fu Panda video game for PS2.
I had the Xbox version. It was kind of fun, but I was a little bummed you didn't get to play as the other characters as much, like that much in the game.
Yeah, you can only do it in like multiplayer.
Yeah.
I remember playing it with my brother too. Like he always like spammed like the Ipu homing attack. It was bullshit.
Oh yeah.
I just realized that the Master Shifu in Kung Fu Panda was very clearly inspired by Yoda.
Yeah. It's. I thought that was pretty blatant. I had to play as Tai Lung. I thought there was a mission where you could. It was like a. Cause I thought they had like a challenge mode or something where it had like different challenges, and one of them is you could play as Tai Lung.
Years since we last met. Where does the time go?
You can play as a monkey, Po. You can play as a Shifu. I think you can play as Tai Lung too.
Oh, okay.
And Shin Store with Banks on Macbeth. Yeah, that one's pretty obvious. It was really played up like a Shakespearean kind of tragedy. I'm sorry, he's killing that. He's killing that coat combo, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that.
He looks really.
Yeah, the designers they were like, yeah, we gotta make Dante look cool as shit.
Right, Virgil?
Fuck, I wanted one of those coats. Damn. Oh damn, I took a lot of damage that time, but it's fine.
Now that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. I realized I probably should have bought a health upgrade, but yeah, the Kung Fu Panda game, it was pretty good for a movie tie-in.
Yeah, it was alright. It was pretty fun. I remember like hating like the ones you gotta like jump on the lily pads, like the swamp section.
The great one, who once ruled this.
Ruben Langdon is Dante No Compromise. Exactly. Exactly. You're not gonna get an argument from me about that. Hell yeah.
The greatest minds of their time, those who revered evil, constructed this glorious edifice.
I love how Archimus is monologuing and Virgil's just getting more and more annoyed.
Refinement, it can at last fulfill the purpose for which it was intended.
That's none.
Virgil's like, I really don't. He has like that. I really don't want to be here right now, dude.
Virgil has that don't care, didn't ask, touch grass face. That's like what he's conveying.
It is the only memento left from the mother you both lost.
But he has no idea of its true power.
And Virgil is the Quantum Ranger. Spax 3 crashed out over Jason Griffith as Sonic. I like Jason Griffith as Sonic. I don't know what A was it. Yeah, Jason Griffith is he's the best. Like,
yeah, most people agree he's probably like the voice of Sonic.
Yeah.
Maybe Ryan is a close second.
Because Ryan voiced him in like Unleashed, right?
Voiced him in Adventure and I think Heroes. He did the Adventure game for sure, and I think he voiced him in Heroes. And then Jason Griffith took over because like Jason Griffith basically became Sonic's voice actor de facto when the 4Kids show started.
Yeah, when Sonic X
like
came
early
out.
2000s.
Yeah.
Because they were like, I don't know if it was to save money or because I thought it would be a cool idea. They were just like, hey, you're voicing them in the new anime. You want to be the new voices for the characters in the games? And they were like, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, might as well, right?
The only one they didn't replace was what's his? Oh, fuck, I forgot his name.
Mike Pollock. Pollock, how do you say it?
Mike Pollock. Yeah. Because it's like, yeah, even they realize that we can try with Sonic. There's no one replacing Mike Pollock.
Yeah, no.
Mike Pollock is Eggman. I'm sorry. Like, there's no compromise there.
All right, I'm gonna refill my alcohols before we continue this. Be back in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, let's not talk about stuff we hate, man. Let's just chill out and talk about stuff we love, dude. That's what we need to do. I prefer Ryan's. Again, Ryan is really good too. Like, he's a close second. He's a really close second. Small and subby girl. Sorry, Dimension Dweller, this is not that kind of chat. If it was, I'd be there with you, buddy. I'd be there with you. Oh, Is Powerade Virgil a drink of choice? Is Powerade Virgil's drink of choice? I don't know. Maybe I don't see Dante drinking like energy drinks or anything like that. He just drinks soda. He would not care. Dante would just drink soda. I think Virgil would drink Powerade. I don't know. He'd get like the Powerade Premium or whatever, and like constantly say no, Gatorade's too mainstream. I need to just do Powerade.
I can 100% picture. I 100% picture Virgil trying Powerade just because it has power in the name and thinking it does something. He's disappointed that it doesn't do much to him. he's just like crushes the bottle and throws it.
Virgil would drink tea.
Yeah, I think Virgil.
Another chance.
I picture Virgil drinking tea. I did have a joke with one of the friends who plays Devil May Cry. I said, you know, Virgil would be a PC gamer, and the minute he sees his computer's frame rate dip below 100, he's calling Newegg for the next graphics card. Dante's like, but that card's brand new, and he just looks at him and goes, I need more power, Dante. Like, he's got the high-end water-cooled PC. And he's sitting back sipping tea while playing Dark Souls or something. I don't fucking know, because I can't picture him playing a game with guns in it. Also, this mission was the wall. This was the filter. This is where, like, the game starts here, and I'm not gonna lie, I was stuck at this mission for, like, a day and a half. First time I played Devil May Cry, because, Oh, fuck, okay. Also, these bastards are so annoying. Fucking enigmas, I hate them. We need more quantum power, yeah. Virgil will be like he cools his computer with liquid nitrogen. To get like a 1% buff in temperatures.
The power of Virgil or the power of Virgil?
I think Virgil might take it.
No, I mean like, you know what I mean? The power of friendship, anime, plot. The power of friendship bullshit.
I don't know. I think Virgil might actually, no, I take that back. Power anime is pretty bullshit. I didn't mean to do that, but that works.
What is this power? What is this power? The power of friendship. No! God damn it, no!
He just looks at us and goes, what sort of power is this?
Yeah, well, not, like, I think if Virgil heard that, he'd be like, I refuse
Yep.
to believe this bullshit.
Yeah, he would. Like, I refuse. Like he hears Sora going about his friends or his power thing, and Virgil's like, bullshit.
You know, I can see DMC like fitting in with like
That would be so fucking funny. This is Star Wars Force Unleashed, the best power. Bruh, Force Unleashed was the shit. Virgil's voice actor was ironically. Wait, he actually was? Damn, that's actually really cool.
Like yeah, I think somebody said it was a Platinum Ranger earlier or something like that. Pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Of course, Virgil will be the Platinum one.
Yeah, if he didn't have a sword, I'd be disappointed. So these enemies, like the ones I've been fighting so far, except for the statue ones, they all represent one of the 7 deadly sins. Do you want to know what these purple ones are?
Lust?
No, that's actually, I think, the only one that's not in the game. I think. Or, wait, hold on. Actually, I can check. I think Lust is in the game. Let's see, which one is it? Yep, I was
This is
wrong. The
something
red
that
one's a
could work,
lust.
like, the Gentleman's Club.
No, the purple one is actually sloth because they teleport. I guess that was how they represented that.
That is kind of funny.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I can't do that yet. Yes, you can do that. He had his own Megazord. What? They gave Virgil a Megazord? There we go. I forgot which button it was to do that. I do love it when games have like hidden like things you can interact with like in combat that they don't like tell you about at all, and it's like figure it out. But it's completely optional. Oh, god damn, he cut me through there? I think you like all Ultimate Destruction. That's one game I wanted to get as a kid, like, because I had a demo of it and it was really fun, but I just never got around to getting it. Because they're the same guys who made a prototype for the Xbox and PS3, and that game's fun as shit. Shame they never got a third one, because it seemed like it was setting itself up for that, but... So that reminds me, I have the PC ports, and I have no idea if they work at all.
Breakdown.
Trying to get as many orbs out of that as I could for a broke. It's probably a better way to do that, but we'll take that, and I'm definitely gonna take this because I'm gonna need some health if I want to get through this. And there's a combat thing here.
I just realized this game is very similar to Ninja Gaiden.
Didn't Ninja Gaiden come out around the same time too? That reminds me, I need to go back to playing that because I got to the what was her name? The level we play as the chick with the staff. Amanji was that her name? Something like that.
Yeah, and the boss is bullshit, isn't it?
I didn't get that far because I had to stop playing because I had to go to bed because work. Ultimate Destruction was fun.
Bullshit. That one.
The one thing I noticed about that game is like the enemy mobs for the most part are more dangerous than the bosses, and it's weird.
Yeah, that's what I told you straight up at the end. I told you.
Yeah, you did.
The actual bosses are easier than just trying to get through. The real danger is getting jumped.
Do you think we'll get a Devil May Cry 6? Yes or no? I don't know. I really don't. And I'm kind of cautious on whether or not we should without Itsuno being involved. Because I could see Capcom fucking that up. I could just see it. No new Resident Evil game. Well, Doom Dimension, they literally said, I think it was last year, during one of their things, they said that, yeah, Resident Evil 9 is in development, but it's too early for us to say anything about it. So, 9 is coming at some point. I have no idea what the hell they're going to do with that, but... yeah, we should be getting 9 at some point.
Things can be shown off extensively and not end up being end up going anywhere. Just look at PT.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yet it inspired an entire genre of horror games on the internet. That's impressive.
Fumble of the Century by Konami.
Yeah. Like, think about it. You had literally the premise that literally inspired an entire genre of game making, in the indie industry.
And you didn't do anything with it.
Don't capitalize on it.
I find Cerberus' interaction with Dante really funny because he assumes he's human and then he doesn't react to him jumping 12 feet in the air to dodge that ice blast. It's like, I don't think humans have a 12-foot vertical. I'm just saying.
This version of Dante is like the definitive, like, is he like the definitive character, like the early to mid-2000s?
This is like peak Dante for a lot of people, and I agree.
I mean, like Dante wrote like mid-2000s.
Yeah, this is like mid-2000s cool.
It's like the epitome of like, oh, this is a cool guy in the mid-2000s.
Yeah.
I mean, he's cool now.
Yeah, he's still cool because like they don't try to like change him, you know?
Well, if they do at the very least, like, have it be a change that makes sense, you know?
Yeah, like it's like, okay, yeah, he's older, so he's you know, a little more chilled out.
Yeah, he's a lot more,
I know I keep bringing it up, but RA9 VTuber Outbreak, that would still be funny, and considering Capcom and like HoloLive are like on good terms, they could totally do it. That would be a funny ass like little like, I walk right into that, do like a throwback to yeah, now he figures out, oh, you're not human, are you? And it's like, yeah, I've been kicking your ass for like a minute and a straight.
What was your first
Yeah, like, I know humans be mad stupid, but I don't think most humans are gonna be talking shit to a giant three-headed ice dog.
I know some people from a little place called Florida who would
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right, Florida man. Yeah, you're right, Florida man would totally.
They call him a Florida man.
Either Florida or an Aussie would be like, oh yeah, square up.
Now you may be the son of Sparta, but I'm the son of Kenny. Kenny was also my brother and my dad. I'm becoming a lot smarter than you now.
Am I gonna actually die? Yep, I just died. Damn. It's crazy. Bianco was definition of mid-2000s. Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, Konami's probably the worst gaming company. The thing is with Konami, they don't even make games anymore. Like, they were remastered, they'll like re-release their old games, but then like do them in like botched ways. Konami's always kind of.
What else defines the mid-2000s? Let's be old together. What else defines the mid-2000s?
PlayStation, I think PlayStation 2 kind of was like define that shit.
PlayStation 2 was like, to this day I still think PlayStation 2 was like the greatest game.
I think it still is like the best selling too. I think.
Like it was everything. Literally.
And like the leap from PlayStation 1 to this was
Insane.
yeah.
And not to mention it had every game imaginable.
Yeah, like the market wasn't just dominated by like one type of game. You had so much shit. Like the only thing that rivaled that was that I wouldn't say rivaled that beat it was PC, and I mean that's PC. You're not topping that. Devil May Cry 6, Dante and Virgil versus Florida. They go to the hell part of Florida. I mean the Florida part of hell. That was cool. I grew up it's so cool. Even if I grew up with Hero Pack. Yeah. Bionicle, like that the shit. I've talked about this on stream before, but there's like a 9-hour video going over the lore, and it's condensed. That's like the guy literally admits several points, I'm condensing and skipping over stuff here. Damn, he does not want to fall over. There we go. Oh, really? You gonna put the ice back? Oh, there we go. It didn't matter.
Who knows? I'm not even sure myself.
I love Dante's sarcasm at that.
Acknowledge your ability. Take my soul and go forth. You have my blessing.
And we probably get the coolest pair of nunchucks I've ever seen in the game. Pun intended. There was that whole fallout with Hideo, could you? Yeah. Nagalo was in debt. Like I said, 9-hour video. And that was him condensing shit. I'll be honest, I don't.
Can't believe that rival. I still can't believe that rival skin is real. I thought that was a pun.
No, it's real. That they really got Emma out here. I grew up on basic Legos, you infant. Hey, you still had it good. Especially because Legos now are stupid expensive for like no fucking reason. Like I remember they were talking about, oh, we got the Tower of Mordor, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. Then I see it's $300. I'm like, bro, you gotta come way the fuck down.
Hey, dude, this is great. Hang on.
I just want to point out here, Lady does not know that Dante is part demon. When she fired that shot, she just thought, damn, this dude is really that annoying. Alright. I'm going and saying his ice cream looks delicious. What the fuck is that?
Can you see, Edgy, can you see it?
No, I don't see it. What am I supposed to be seeing?
It's the soy jack, Edgy. It's the soy jack.
Oh, fuck, you're right. The mouth is the chocolate bit. The bottom, yeah, okay.
This just keeps getting better and better.
I'll forget if I alt-tab out of the game, the audio will desync. Forgot about that.
Also, by the way, fun fact about Emma Frost. She's one of the few, Ampa characters in history to ever do a certain thing.
Was she one of the first characters to fuck on camera or something?
No, she's like, I wouldn't say she's the first or whatever, but like, she's like, the old, like, you know how, like, she's confirmed to have had work done. So yeah, her tits are fake. The joke, I guess. Her tits are fake.
Nah. Tits.
Like, no, it's canon, boys. I'm sorry.
Falls to my knees.
It's canon, they're not real.
Why, Emma? It's like, is the ass real?
Looks like we have an uninvited
Please.
guest.
You know that clip of Tyrese? He's like crying. He's got his arm going, please, please. It's like, tell me the ass is real.
I'm afraid I should ask the uninvited one to leave.
I watched the whole Boggle bit. I watched it too. I had to watch it in like chunks. But it was, I'm like, god damn, bro, this is some crazy shit. Some wild shit, man. They're fake, of course they're fake.
If you laugh at this, you're a bad person, Edgy.
Arkham said the thing. He said the storm is approaching. He said the thing. Okay, what did you say, Mislin? What did you say?
Listen, Edgy, I warned you.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, that's fucking. Oh my god, man, that's beautiful. Okay, here's the thing that I hate about YouTube's like stream monitoring thing is that I can't see when it runs ads and when it doesn't.
They were fake? Of course they were fake.
To be fair, like even if they weren't fake, like Emma, since she's a sidekick, she could just make you perceive her as being stacked like that.
Yeah, Emma's kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? She's kind of a bitch.
She kind of just a tad.
Kind of a psychotic, sociopathic bitch.
Yeah, just a little bit.
But, you know what? But I still think she's better for Scott.
She's still probably a better choice than Jean. Cause holy shit, I don't get it, man. Like I gotta pull Wolverine aside. It's like Wolverine, she's not even that bad, bro. Like the fuck.
Like not to mention if you actually get down to his relationship with Storm, there's multiple times in the comics run where it's like they're just casually fucking, like friends with benefits who are just down to fuck.
Wait, Logan actually fucked Storm?
Yeah, and there's multiple runs where they're just either like in a relationship or just like just friends who are just down to fuck.
Because honestly, I could see that, and I always thought that made more sense.
Yeah, like I actually think they'd be good together. If Marvel ever made it official, I'd be like, yeah, that's fine. That's okay. It's not like something I need to see, but it's fine for what it is.
Did you see the video? Cyrus breaking his own PC? Yeah, didn't he brick it like 3 different times already? The fucking idiot.
What was that about? We were talking about
Emma's fake tits.
Yeah. No, I was talking about X-Men couples. So it's like, there's a lot of good couples in X-Men. It's just Dean and Scott aren't one of them.
Yeah. I mean, you got Rogue and Gambit, which is goals. Just minus the whole I die if I touch you thing.
Well, you have to understand that Gambit, one of Gambit's abilities actually cancels out Rogue's ability to absorb life energy. So yeah, you basically could touch one of the people you could touch no problem.
Oh. No, that works then.
It should have been me.
I know.
Not him.
Why can't I have the Southern Belle with the caked up Southern Belle? Because Rogue in the 90s show, like, god damn.
Why did you kick that much ass?
Yeah. Double cheeked up. Like, I see why Emma hated the X-Men. She was like, why is the Southern bitch this caked up? Okay, he's down there. I'm trying to kill this son of a bitch. Oops, I fucked up right there. The thing I hate about Enigmas is that, like, on higher difficulties, they fire their arrows a lot faster. And they fire stronger versions of them. But I can't call them enigmas. Damn enigmas! That actually sounds like a weird way to call somebody the N-word. Okay, I forgot how annoying these guys are if you can't get them bunched up. Oh, another one? I always thought Mr. and Spider-Man never joined or hung out with the X-Men, at least in recent years. I know in like the Ultimates continuity, there was a point where he was dating Kitty from the X-Men.
Yeah, Kitty Pryde and Colossus.
Yeah. Rasputin's great-great-grandson or whatever.
Yeah. And again, he doesn't like when people bring it up either.
I mean, to be fair, that's one person I wouldn't want people to know if I was related to them either. I mean, there are worse people you could be related to. He's pretty bad, okay, but he's not bad as Funny Mustache Man. Both Funny Mustache Man.
Which Funny Mustache?
German Funny Mustache Man and Russian Funny Mustache Man.
Edgy, you have any idea how little
I know. I know it doesn't.
That is still one of the. I'm so glad that's a me. That's one of the funniest things I can think of. It's like, what? Who are you? You killed my father. Do you have any idea how little that narrows down?
Oh, I skipped the cut. It is.
Well, there are some times Spider-Man does hang out with the X-Men. It's not as frequent as you think. Blast off!
Yeah. Wasn't he like in the original continuity? Wasn't he much closer to like the Fantastic Four and stuff?
Yeah, basically, that's what makes it so weird that it's not the movie starts. Because, like, if Spider-Man has, like, more father-son relationship with Captain America, Doctor Strange,
And Reed, right?
and Reed Richards in the original comics.
Because I mean, Reed and Peter would get along because they're both mega nerds.
Yeah, he was kind of a father figure. Johnny Storm was also, like, his best friend.
Yeah.
And
People forget that.
Like, him and Johnny Storm are really good friends.
Even in the Ultimates continuity, they kept that.
Yeah, Spider-Man, just to give an idea of how strong Spider-Man is, a long time ago, Stan Lee, along with others, made like an official, weight class for all the heroes, right? Yeah, Spider-Man was in the lightweights. Put that into perspective.
And he's still able to go to throw hands with people like Rhino.
People like She-Hulk are in the lightweights. Put that into perspective.
And She-Hulk is, she's pretty fucking strong. People forget that Spider-Man took on Juggernaut by himself. There's a part in one of the comics, I think it's Civil War, where Tony and Spider-Man are fighting, and Spider-Man dodges the repulsor beam, and even Tony's like, damn, how fast are you? Like, Tony's kind of shook. He's like, what the fuck? He can dodge that?
Well, you also gotta remember,
Yeah. So it's like, depending on how you want to interpret that, either he's fast enough to dodge a laser or spider sense. Was fast enough to warn him before that.
yeah, that's...
Like, either way, that's terrifying as shit. That's why I remember that one poll. It always makes me laugh. Would you rather fight a Spider-Man who makes no jokes or a Batman who's smiling? I'm like, I'll take Batman who's smiling.
At least I know
At least Batman, I know, will probably not kill me.
Spider-Man not holding back will kill me for the fucker. I'm sorry.
Not even average, just even like someone who's like slightly abnormal would still be like they're in trouble. It's like, I don't want to deal with that Spider-Man. Like, I'd rather deal with black-suited Spider-Man than that shit. And even then, Black Suit Spider-Man might kill you, but you know, there's a 50-50 chance that like Peter will snap out of it. Man, I do not have enough health for this fight, do I? Probably not. Yeah, and he's also, this is also where the camera can fuck you over horribly. Because he likes to come out of the hole with, like, lightning queued up. Even Doom respects Spider-Man. Which is saying something, because I know Doom fucking hates, Iron Man. And Reed, too, but I remember I was at an interview with Stanley. He was talking about that. Dr. Doom hates Tony Stark too. Like, the two of them have some kind of like beef with each other. It'd been weird, but it would have been interesting if Dr. Doom was introduced early in MCU. He took an interest in mentoring people. That would be kind of interesting, and it would, of course, build suspense to when, you know, Doom becomes Doom. I still don't know what the hell Marvel's doing with the whole, we're gonna make Tony Stark Dr. Doom. It's like, I know you did that. There was that one Iron Man series where Doom was Iron Man at one point. I just don't know if I could picture Robert Downey Jr. as a villain, though. Maybe I'm gonna eat crow on that.
I mean, like, man, I'm just kind of like
Same. Also, to me, it just kind of came off as like a desperate thing. Yeah, we're gonna make Tony Stark Doctor Doom, and I was like, I kind of almost wish you didn't reveal that, and it was just like a surprise when you saw the movie. I mean, I don't know how you'd keep that a secret, but or at least, you know, you could say, oh yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is in the movie, but we're not gonna tell you who he's playing or something. Or just have like fake scenes where he's Iron Man or something. Everybody think, oh, Iron Man's back, and it's like, nope. Oh, damn it. Almost had him. Almost had him. To be fair, it's because I didn't buy any health upgrades, so I was trying to wait till I could get double jump. Even though, unlike later games, double jump is tied to your weapon, so if you don't have the weapon that you unlocked before equipped, you can't double jump anymore. And having Spider-Man facing Doom and Avengers. Yeah, that to me seems like it would... That to me would seem like the logical thing to do if you're gonna make Tony Stark Dr. Doom. Tony Stark.
The main problem I have with this movie is not only do you have to depend on everyone seeing the other film brought up at this point, to also have to introduce a brand new villain, give them a realistic and interesting backstory to it, introduce the Fantastic Four and the X-Men to get on top of that, while also like setting up the next new Avengers and bringing back old characters, while also bringing back new characters who are also technically new, who are just old characters but technically new now because they're introduced. It's just so.
Yeah, it seems like is this supposed to be like a 2-part movie? Because maybe if it's like a multi-part event, that would make. Then you could maybe do it.
I think Doomsday is the first one. And Secret Wars is the second part, I think.
Because I know they originally they had to switch gears because they wanted to do I want to say Krang, but Kang the Conqueror. But then, you know, the lead actor had that whole abuse thing happen, so they can't do that. Or they just didn't want to recast him.
I think think at the end of the day, that Doomsday is Disney's last big gamble with the MCU.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And if it fails, this is basically they're bringing in literally everything they have to make sure that this movie makes a ton of money. But, like, considering how much money they had to have poured into this, there's a very small chance that the movie is successful.
Yeah, the other...
Everything is focused.
My other problem is we've never had an accurate depiction of Doom, you know, in like any of the live action stuff. Like, I like the 2000s Fantastic Four movies, but it's like, that's not really Doctor Doom, though.
It's not. They kind of like the thing with the Fantastic Four movies by Fox is they actually they understand what the Fantastic Four is. They just focus on the wrong shit. Like the whole point, is that Fantastic Four is to be like pseudo-celebrity superhero family kind of deal. That's the whole thing of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that's their whole shtick.
But that's the whole shtick. But they pretty much mostly focused on that instead of having to do superhero stuff.
You know, that was my big problem with the first one.
The spirit was in the right place.
Like, they had the chemistry there. I liked all the cast. I like how they interact with each other. It was just I want to see them doing some superhero stuff. The second one, they kind of fixed that, but then they did the weird shit with Galactus and making him just a cloud monster thing.
Yeah, and I heard Galactus is gonna be in these movies soon.
And
okay.
And to be honest, like, I think the other problem is, like, okay, you had your big finale with Thanos. How do you top Thanos? Like, the only character I could think of is Galactus, and I'm just like, is anyone gonna care by the time you built up Galactus as this huge threat?
The thing you have to understand is, like I said, it's kind of hard to do that because, again, you already had that moment. There's just so much going against it. Like, Black Panther's dead.
Yeah.
Mind you.
In order that they did set up, because apparently he had a son with Lapita and I forget her last name's character that no one knew about, and I'm like, well, that's convenient. Like, we're doing the secret son thing that no one knew about. Okay.
I mean, it's better than, like, recasting Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, or having Shuri stay the Black Panther.
Yeah, they have, like, basically, there's just, like, now that I think about it, like, yeah, this is a very stupid idea, and I think it's Marvel. I really do feel like this is Disney's very last attempt, very last chance to actually, like, keep the MCU afloat. Because, like, if they actually thought things through and didn't act like jackasses, I think they could milk the MCU for another 10 years. They really could have. If they actually planned things out better and things went more their way, they could realistically let the MCU ride for another 10 years and make a bunch of money doing so.
The problem is sorry, you go ahead, because I'm kind of halfway thinking about what I'm about to say about that.
Like, I'm saying, like, going through that, it's like, I don't know. I think it's like, at that point, like, if you just focused on that, what people wanted, instead of what you thought people wanted, then you would have had something more interesting, and again, would have put the MCU for another 10 years, no problem. The problem that lies with Disney right now is that basically after Star Wars, they're losing money with Star Wars. Their animated films, if you've actually been paying attention, aren't doing too hot.
So what was the last animated film they had?
I don't even know. I think it was Enchanted. I mean, not Enchanted. Wish. I think it was Wish. So
What? Oh yeah, you're right. I think you're right. It was Wish, and Wish was terrible, from what I heard. It made no sense and all kinds of stuff.
So you have all that. Your live action films aren't doing too hot, and I really, really do think that at the end of the day, you have to admit that the recent Disney like monolith that we see, where they own everything, it all really started with the MCU.
Yeah, it did.
Because they were like, let's just buy Marvel, get that out of the way, and they could just keep printing us money, keep making us money, doing all this stuff. And the worst part is, it seems like they're trying to go in a different direction, maybe like do a soft reboot of the entire MCU as a whole, which to be fair is something they kind of need.
I think that's actually a smart move.
Like, yeah, but like, my thing with this is like, people really don't, like, people really see why this might be like Disney's last,
Their last
Disney
hurrah.
might actually fall. Like, Disney might actually fall because they have nothing. They've collapsed under the weight of everything they bought.
Like, the only thing... only thing that I see that like has any good like press about it right now, and I'm talking like from people, even people who have been shitting on Disney, seem to like is the Stitch live action movie. Like that's the only thing I see that's coming out that anyone seems genuinely like excited about, that isn't like a Disney show. That did a shitload of damage. Yeah, I think that Disney's kind of on life support. Well, let me pray. At least Disney is the way we know it, is on life support, I think. Because like the problem with the MCU, I think at this point is that you built up the Thanos, and for the most part, there were some missteps, I think, with that. But for the most part, it was fine. Endgame, to me, was such a fucking letdown. Like, it was such a boring-ass movie that even as a send-off, it didn't get me, like, hyped for anything else. And then you had a lot of the actors for the old movies that got people, watching these things, leaving. Or seeming, or at least acting like they weren't interested anymore, which I understand. You've been playing a character for 10 years, Like at some point, you are gonna want to do other shit, or you're gonna get bored. And it's just like, why am I playing this dog shit right now? And it's just like, you've had so many kind of just either mediocre or not good movies, and then you think a big event's gonna like just erase all that? I don't think so. Mine was flooded with people pointing out Devil Will Cry. That's what I'm gonna call it. Devil Will Cry. Criticism, which it's like some of it is funny, but it's like it gets kind of annoying after a while. James Gunn Superman looks pretty decent. I'm gonna be honest, like I watched the have I actually watched the trailer? Like I think I've watched the trailer without any audio. Because you know how, like, Twitter will, like, autoplay a video?
I watched the trailer and I was like, that looks perfectly okay.
Like, it'll probably be alright. Keep in mind, I'm not like, I don't really particularly care for Superman as a character, so it's like my interest in it wasn't high anyway.
I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna say I'm
Oops.
Kind of tired. I gotta get up. I gotta do a catering in the morning. I just remembered that.
Ugh. That doesn't sound fun.
Funny thing is, I actually made a lot of money tonight. I wasn't even trying. I just made a lot of money.
Hey, that's a silver lining.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'll talk to you guys later.
Alright, man. Talk to you later. Good luck with the catering thing.
I got you.
Wait, I can't do that yet. Or can I? Hold up. What item?
Come on, wimp.
I didn't want to do that, but let me see. What item did I pick up? Oh, okay. I don't know how I feel about the James Gunn trying to reboot the DC universe thing. I do think it needed to happen though, because it's like they kind of just like, goddamn, I feel like they just wrote themselves to a corner. It's like you really can't. Like I don't think you could really fix that. You know, the Snyderverse. I don't think you could fix that. Like the opportunity to fix that was probably like Batman v Superman. That could have been the opportunity where they could have fixed some stuff, but we all know how that turned out. Did you hear Sega's rant? No way. No way they're actually gonna do it. No fucking way. That's an April Fool's joke. Nah, I don't believe that, bro. It'd be interesting if they remastered it and actually fixed all of the bugs. That would be interesting, because I know there's that fan thing called Project 06 called, I think it's shortened like P06, I think. Yeah, I'm about to say, there's no way. Because I know someone at Sega acknowledged that P06 exists, and they were kind of like, yeah, I don't think we need to try and like redo 06. People have kind of already done it. I need to play Project 06. I heard it's pretty good. Need to look up how you actually install it though. Cause like 06 would have been like the story, problems with the story aside, if the gameplay had been fine, it probably would have still been decent, you know? Like if they just released the game in an actual acceptable state. Still probably one of the biggest gaming fumbles, I'm sorry. Like they had that could have been the shit, and it's like we were pretty close to having something decent, but yeah, I'm kind of surprised how many references there were in Shadow Generations. Like, spoiler alert, Mephiles is in the fucking game, and I'm glad they didn't show that in any of the marketing that he was in the game, because it was a pleasant surprise. I'm like, wait a minute, what boss is this? And then I see the Sept, and I was like, no fucking way. That was just such a no fucking way moment. They actually... And I think it almost killed Sonic. It almost killed Sonic, and for the longest time, I would say Sonic was on life support because of that game. Like, you might be able to argue he still kind of is. I mean, I think Frontier, even though I personally wasn't the biggest fan of that game. Actually, be faster to go the other way. Dude, I've been drinking all this beer. I gotta have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Hang on a second. Sorry, that game of power. Actually, I went to go to the bathroom real quick. Didn't like Mephiles' new voice. Wasn't terrible to sound at all. Yeah, he didn't sound as menacing as He didn't sound as menacing as he did in the original game, and I kind of get it because they wanted to make him. They want to make him more desperate because, you know, he's kind of fighting to exist in the timeline or whatever. So I do get it, but I do think they could have found a better voice. For some reason, Sega does not want to use like the any of the old cast, like the guy who voiced Doom and Black Doom and 06. He tried to re-audition for the role, and they just wouldn't. I think they just wouldn't even let him, which is ridiculous. I'm like, dude, what are you guys doing? Oh, I fucked that up. Oh no, you good, man. You good. I don't understand that with Sega. I'm like, dude. Especially in Generations, when the whole point is it's celebrating like the history of the franchise, like getting the old voice actors back, just to me would make a lot of sense. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just weird, but to me it's like, why wouldn't you just get the old VAs? Especially if they can still do the voice. Dug inside be up for sign rushing. Honestly, yeah, I would love to see that, like on newer hardware, like just take the gameplay, but Like, I think it'd be fine if they kept the 2.5D look, but just made it, you know, with the way the characters look now. I'm not going this way. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Okay, this is where I'm supposed to go. Oops. Infinite's kind of weird when it comes to something. Yeah, he has that whole thing with, like, Amy, where, like, he doesn't want to... Like, I kind of get not wanting to move on from the whole... For being, you know, mad obsessed with Sonic thing, but it's like... It's weird that you rewrote existing story to remove that. Like, that just seemed weird to me. Like, I'm all for giving her new shit to do. Like... What is one to feel without taking damage? I think try that. Use some Griffin section. Yeah, like they should get. Oh, I fucked that up. Like for real, they should get a new. They should get Jason back. Like Roger was fine in like colors and stuff, but I think it might just be his voices, just you know, because you get his voices changes as they age and stuff. I think he just can't quite get the same voice anymore. Like, he's cool as Chris, and I wish they would hire him back to Chris, but... in Resident Evil, but, you know... Don't know what that's about. Really would be nice though if he did come back to voice him for something. Okay, I'm gonna have to lock the fuck in because I gotta fight Agni and Root. I forgot I gotta fight Agni and Root right now. I can't really. Well, actually, let me see. Can I? Recently, Ian said something about wanting to pair Song and Blaze, but it's I don't see them. Actually, you know what? Okay, let me take that back. I can kind of see that working, especially because Blaze is like the mega serious one. I could kind of see that working. Like, actually, I don't know. I kind of always picture, because I think because in the comics, I think they basically kind of hinted that it was more like she likes Silver and stuff or whatever.
Look, brother, it's been ages, but we finally
Good and Black Knight. I'd actually never played that one.
We must entertain our guest. You're right. We have to be gracious hosts. What should we do? How do I know? We need to come up with something. Brother, our guest is sighing. Sigh? What is sigh? Well, a sigh is when...
Enough already! How long are you two gonna keep carrying on like this? In case you didn't get the hint, I'll spell it out. Your guest wants to go through. Got it?
Our job here is to guard this pool. That's right. We can't let you pass.
These two are so fucking funny. Just the little interaction. I'm trying to remember his... This is actually a pretty good way to do a 2-on-1 fight. think it's weird in general comes yeah, they have really weird like restrictions in the comics, and on some level I kind of get it though, because it's like you don't want people going, you know, crazy with your IP or whatever. God damn it. You know, I don't have to use this item. I usually don't try to use it without using items, but that's what I was trying to do. This fight is really hectic but fun, but there's like a thing that can fuck you over if you don't know about it. This is not working as a buddy cop kind of way. Yeah. That is not what I want to do, Dante. Oh, fuck. Okay, they're both almost dead, but... Whew. Come on, Agni. Damn it! Almost had him. Okay. Well, I mean, good attempt. Let's try again. Should probably be using like Royal Guard or something. Oh, I didn't even know you could stagger him out of that. Oh. Wait, do you understand what's going on, Sonic? Bitch, no one understands what's going on in your mouth. Yeah, that's about right. That would be hilarious. God damn it. I'm playing like absolute dog shit right now. Nope. Okay, the camera kind of screwed me up there. I could not see where he was. Okay, let me bully your brother real quick. You make yourself look bad, I know. I'm in trouble with the damn Powerade. Brothers over here. Or Mountain Dew, take your pick. Yeah, this is why you want to make sure both of them are very low health before you kill one of them. Because, whichever one picks up both swords gets stupid deadly.
Yes, wait, we have been waiting for a long time. Yes, a very long time. For someone stronger than us. Someone who can control us.
They're mad about their Netflix counterparts, yep.
My name is Agni, and my name is Rudra. You shall take us with you. We could be a great help to you.
I mean, you guys are the best weapons in the game, as far as I'm
Okay.
concerned.
But on one condition.
What is it? Name it.
No talking.
Fair enough. As you wish.
If there was one pair of weapons I would love to see return in a future game, it would be these two.
Impressive.
No talking. Good.
I think it would have been cool to have them actually talk. But... I know my rank is gonna be dog shit for this one. Okay, B rank, that's not terrible. They're mad by that efforts, Kevin. Yeah, they are. Yeah, the trolls are trying to convince Finn's golem that Chance has is precious. That would be funny as hell. You get to call him 80 circuits like precious. Where is my precious? I can't do a golem voice. I did see a video where he's trying to beg for $12 for some damn AI like anime storyboard thing. But according to people in the comments, what he's trying to pay for, it's like $12 a month, but you got to pay like $100 and I don't think the price comes out to $12 a month, but the actual price he's pro is like $144 a year or something like that. I think it was on. Hold on, let me check. It was something like that, and it was people pointing out that it's like that was like he's gonna need a lot more than $12, and it's like the fact that you're begging for $12 is kind of ridiculous. Almost full chance does be. He would. He'd choke him. I'm gonna switch to Sword Master, even though it's probably not a good idea. Replace you with that, because Agni and Rudra are probably gonna stay in the. What upgrades can I give them? Yeah, go with that. It's like, dude, you really gonna like the AI thing? Like, I'm not gonna be with people who's like, oh, if you use AI for anything, you suck or whatever. Like, but it's like, you know, don't pass that off as something amazing, you know? Oh, I got it wrong. Remember he did some AI music videos and it was like they were horrible. Like even if I took AI out of it, like because I've seen people do like AI music like shit posty kind of stuff and it's like I got a problem with that. Wait, why did I do that? Okay. Try it again, because I remember it goes 4, then 2, and 3. There we go. Info, precious chance, shut up, Marty. I know it's you and cue the golem crashing through the window. That would be pretty funny. I just know he's big mad because he can't use it because his devices have been bricked, so he can't do anything. It's like the damn the big time celebrity rock star can't even afford $12. I keep thinking I have trickster equipped and I don't. Going with choke a bit to the precious. I mean, they have something in common. I mean, well, actually, no, I don't think Cyrus didn't choke Sally. He just beat her ass. Like that's like not that's any better. But I'm sure Sally's happy though that he doesn't have, you know, he can't make any of his obnoxious. I don't even want to call him music, just noise. I hate this trial. Golem be like, is Smeagol gonna have to choke a bitch? Apparently they got crazy and posted something about somebody throw a bylight after Anthony switched over the toilet. Yeah, I heard about that too. I hope he never gets another laptop, because hey, at least this way, if he doesn't have any of his... Well, he might... Well, he still has his phone, to be fair. I was gonna say, well, even then, like, if he has one less device to, you know, talk to minors on, the better. I mean, ideally, in an ideal world, he'd be in prison right now, but at the very least, you know, no internet access would be the next best thing. Yeah, the police don't want to deal with him. It really sucked for him when Sally kicks the bucket, though. the way it seems, Edge probably isn't gonna want to put up with them. You know, yeah, I saw William got like the Australian government like, yeah, he can't step foot in Australia. Yeah, because doesn't Australia have like really strict like immigration or even travel in general, I think. So yeah, they don't want anything to do with them either. Rightfully so. If I ran a country and you said you want me to have this guy here? Oh hell no, get him out of here. Nah, I can't do that. It's like we don't want him here either. Shit. I don't know if I can. I guess Finn, when Sally dies, he's gonna refuse to leave and be dragged. Yeah, they're gonna evict. They're probably gonna have to evict him. God, this is a combo. I'm trying to remember how you do it. See, Y, pause, then... Okay, you gotta do it that way, okay. Oh, never mind, I didn't even need to do it. Let me see. Y. There you go. That's how you do that one. Yeah, the problem with him is I don't even think he... Like, even if, like, they try to put him in, like, a group home or some kind of assisted care thing, I think he would get kicked out. I genuinely think he would get kicked out of there.
Well, well. You've grown stronger.
Go to hell.
You point a gun at me? Your own kin? Your dear papa?
The only family I ever had was my mother. And she's dead!
You break my heart. After all, it was I who gave you your name. My darling daughter.
That could have gone better. I'm sorry, I paid to see the body of a chicken. Oh no, that's not horrible. It would be fucking hilarious. Like, if that actually happened, I would like record my react to it, try to like live stream it or something, because it'd be so fucking funny. You have a bigger freak out than when he got arrested.
No wonder this guy looks so funny today.
Let me go!
Let you go? But it would be a waste if you ended up as just a pretty stain.
Also, another piece of evidence why Dante fighting humans makes no sense, because you saw him shoot, you saw him just take a gunshot to the head.
Here I am trying to help you, and you show your thanks by shooting me? Whatever. Do as you please.
So he's a demon too.
I'm beginning to think I've got rotten luck with women.
Oh, it's Virgil time already. All right. God damn it, jump. I could just imagine like how funny it'd be if Ed was just like, nope, I'm done. Get out. How they taste. They should, like, you know, let me not say that. Let me not say that. Fuck it, I'll say it. You know what? I don't advocate for police brutality, but you know what? You know what? I don't know. That do have chance getting tased or hit with a baton or whatever, that kind of got me questioning where I stand with that. But they tased him, yeah. I still laugh at that self-defense video he made. I'm like, dude, and we're gonna take a self-defense from a guy who got his ass whooped by Marty like immediately. Like, damn, dude, you didn't even get a hit in. It looked like before Marty had you down on the ground. Like, shit, dude. He charged me. He had fire. Oh no! Now he was gonna use his little washer thing. He was telling he was gonna dig into the cop's skin or whatever. So yeah, the cop had to shoot him. Like, it's just one of those things where it's just like if it happened to him, I wouldn't be like up in arms about it. I'm not gonna lie. After Marty died, I was worried that, like, you know, he was gonna roam Ray scot-free, but it seems like Williams just gone above and beyond to fuck with the guy and like beat Marty without even touching him. That's how he'll tell it. Oh no! What he says? He kept saying Marty used his weight against him, and I'm like, yeah, this is why there's weight classes in like UFC and boxing, idiot. You're not supposed to do not do that when you decide to run at him like a dumbass because you wanted to fight somebody. One thing I just to this day don't understand about the Cyrix shit is like the buddy trolls. I don't get it. Like the only one I kind of get was what was it, CIA hole, because he was like, you know, he was actually like getting info and feeding it to everybody else to, you know, fuck with Cyrix more. But like some of these people, they be buddy trolling, but it's like, nah, y'all act like y'all are actually. Like, you forget the troll part. It feel like, and it's like, I don't get it. Marty trolls are gonna gloves up. Yeah, I feel like Marty was keeping a lot of the more egregious shit in line. But with him, you know, no longer here, it's just, it's open season. I'm here for it at this point because it's like there needs to just be some, you know, fucking consequences for the shit he does. That's why I kind of like stopped covering Cyrix for a while, like a little bit, because it's mentioned here and there, because it was just like nothing was really, you know, happening. Like it was kind of the same pattern over and over. It's am I gonna be able to do this? There we go. No, it's gonna be hilarious though the day to like either Sally kicks the unlikely event Sally actually kicks him out, or you know, the unfortunately more likely event she just passes away and then Ed kicks him out, because I can't imagine Ed wants to put up with that shit. Because it sounds to me like Ed's just kind of like, I get the impression Ed kind of wants out, but Sally's like the only reason he sticks around for whatever reason. There was a point where I used to kind of feel bad for Sally, but then I realized she just be enabling this shit, so... It just gets to a point where you just be like, okay. I mean, Officer Base basically told her what needed to happen, but like, she still ain't do it. Another little guy really needs to just go somewhere, knock this shit off of Andy. Key another one where it's like, dude. The thing that pisses me off about him is it's like you're using resources that people with actual serious problems genuinely need. Oh, for your fetish bullshit. That and I just find people who just fake like illnesses, be it mental or physical. I just find that just disgusting and it's insulting to people who actually deal with, you know, whatever it is. Getting kind of a clusterfuck right now. God damn it. Oh wait, that's not all I'm doing. Damn, I didn't know that. There's a difficulty spike in this game. Yeah, this room. Way too many sloths. Holy shit. I think he's the last one. Damn, that was annoying. Okay, now we can, well, let me go back to the elevator, and then we can challenge Virgil. Hopefully I don't fuck that up. Nah, can't get any more of that. I'll wait. Man, this game was Resident Evil. That would be so weird if that would have been so weird. If I remember correctly, the original plan when Devil May Cry 1 was supposed to be Resident Evil 4 was that Dante, even though he had a different name, was like Tony Redgrave. He was supposed to be supposed to have superhuman abilities, and actually supposed to be like bio, like nano. I think it was, I forgot, some kind of like biotech or something was the explanation for why he was superhuman. Not allowed. Resident Evil spin off when you got to play as like Wesker with all of his bullshit abilities would be kind of fun. Yeah, it became, because in that other game, what's it called? Haunting Ground, was that the one with the girl with the dog and the cats like that? I think at one point was supposed to be a Resident Evil 4 prototype that got retooled into its own thing. So weird. Shame the one with the hallucinations and stuff never became like its own game. Cause like that little bit of footage we saw of it, like, that looked like it would have been genuinely fun. I don't think it would have been the best fit for Resident Evil, but there's some rumor dealing with Vampa. They keep changing what the rumors are. Like one rumor I heard like the monsters were gonna be like inspired by like folklore shit. That just like Wendigo themed monsters and stuff. And all that. Like, I have no idea what the hell they're doing. What the hell doesn't make it a leaks anymore. What should I do? Yeah, give me more health, because I feel like I'm gonna need it. But yeah, Resident Evil 4, man, that was the craziest development ever. Like how many scrap versions there were. The other one that was really interesting was the one with the anti-Bioshock. The one that was really interesting to me was the one with the fog enemy thing where it would like transform into like tentacle stuff. Was supposed to be. I read somewhere that was supposed to be Ouroboros originally, but then because the GameCube couldn't handle what they want to do with it, they had to scrap it.
You sure know how to throw a party. No food, no drinks, and the only babe just left.
My sincerest apology, brother. I was so eager to see you, I couldn't concentrate on.
I love how even though Virgil's the more stoic of the two, he still sometimes has a slight sense of humor.
It's been a whole year since we last met. How about a kiss from your little brother?
That's the one I remember hearing. There was supposed to be some kind of monsters that would imitate people.
So, this is what they call a heartwarming family reunion, eh?
You got that right.
Oh, I should have switched back to put Royal Guard on for this. Royal Guard, not Royal Guard, Sword Master. Not my go-to for this. Although Virgil's big weakness is he can fuck you up, but he staggers the shit out of him. So I won't lie, Virgil used to kick my ass in this game pretty badly. I feel like if Resident Evil 9 really did have like a Bigfoot and Chris was fighting it, they could both punch boulders. A boulder punching contest. The money's on Chris. God damn it. First try. Barely.
Why do you refuse to gain power? The power of our father, Sparta.
Father? I don't have a father. I just don't like you, that's all.
Foolishness, Dante. Foolishness. Might controls everything. And without strength, you cannot protect anything. Let alone yourself.
And we have Dante's history of getting impaled constantly.
Yes. Now the spell Sparta cast will be broken. I see a devil inside you has awakened as well.
Wait. We should leave. For the moment, we have all that we need.
Notice that stab wound healed immediately, too. debating. Do I want to do the next mission real quick or end now? All right, we'll do one more mission. Why not? We'll do one more. Plus, this is one of the coolest cutscenes in the game. Virgil, you should have drank the Powerade. I think he just did. I think he just took the red, drank the red one. That DMC sound just Why would you subject yourself to that, man? Like, you think it would be like conceptually a Devil May Cry Netflix anime would be easy layup. Like, just take the batshit abyss. You know, do some 2D, probably 3D animation on top of it just to get it. You know, just for budgeting and stuff. And you'd cook. It'd be pretty. I mean, it'd be difficult from an animation standpoint, but that would really be all you had to do. Could set it as a small, like, self-contained story that could be like in between 4 and 5 or something. I mean, Virgil doing a Powerade commercial would be funny. It would be really funny. Oh, I don't have enough of that. You attached to Tomb Raider, so I know you're paying that for sure. I didn't even watch that. From the trailer, I knew it was like this about to be some dog shit. And thankfully, no one really seemed to talk about it. So like, I didn't even see like that many clips of it to be pissed. Probably shouldn't. I remember this mission being a pain in the ass, you know, the rocket launcher. Like, I remember seeing the Netflix anime lore design. I'm like, where'd the titty? It's not gonna work. They claimed it was unification. It was just reboot or less development. Let's restart this mission. Yeah, I just Like, it's obvious people who, like was it Eidos, whatever, it's obvious they fucking hate. They're working there, it's obvious they fucking hate Lara Croft, because this is like... Like, they know what people really want, and they just refuse to do it. Like, you would think with the remasters, I'm assuming they did, well, at least, like, the positive reception to it, you think that would clue them in. It's like, hey, maybe we should, you know, bring back, like, Laura as she was. You know, the version of her people actually like. So almost just got over. What's up, dude? You missed the DMC autism rant. Doing 2 other DMC animes, but yeah, the 2005 anime I only complained about is I wish there was more action in it. Overall, but like I like the characterization, I like the opening theme in anime in like opening titles was really fucking good. One of many DMC pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. It was just I had to vent about what Netflix did. It's that meme of from Godfather, look how they massacred my boy. Oh yeah, also yeah, Tomb Raider anime, the recipe of extreme gain axing but we were not a nice. Yeah, it's like it's just so weird to me. It's like if you're aware of what like the fan base for an IP wants, why don't you do it? Like unless it would break a lore or something, and you couldn't genuinely figure out a way to have it not break continuity or something, I would heavily consider doing it. Change back to Trickster for this one. I agree, Nintendo expecting a bunch of $8 digital physical. Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, Nintendo, how about I just don't buy your console? Because outside of Metroid Prime 4, which is coming to normal Switch anyway, like the only game that they showed that I was really like interested in is a new FromSoft game, but then I'm finding out that game might be like a multiplayer focused thing, and I'm just like, nah. Like I'm not saying having a multiplayer focus in a FromSoft game will inherently make it bad or anything, but I'm just like, that's not why I played this game. Yeah, the speculation of that is because the Japanese yen is like not doing so good right now. That's what I've been hearing online. I have no idea. I'm not an economist. I'm also a Japanese economist. I also heard someone claim, I don't know if any article or any, like, they mentioned this, but apparently, like, voice chat is now something you have to pay for. We're new for games, and if it's gonna start crossing $80 for a new game, yeah, I'm sticking to retro. Yeah, exact point. I'm like, shit, I got so much backlog on Steam anyway. And you got people saying that, oh yeah, that pretty much guarantees that Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna cost $100. I'm like, if Grand Theft Auto 6 costs $100 and people buy it and it sells stupid well, like it probably will, regardless of that price, like, we're fucked. Like, game price wise, you're fucked. Nintendo is setting a very dangerous precedent. I don't think anyone who isn't, like, you know, a Nintendo shareholder or huge investor in games companies is gonna like it. But yeah, man, for that price, it's like, fuck it, man. I'll just stick to just... It's like, fuck it, man. I'll just stick to PC and playing older shit. Even $6 must mean especially with rapid scene is kind of... Yeah. I need servers for that. Like, I feel dirty for buying, even though Monster Hunter Wilds is fun, I just feel dirty for buying that because it's like, that was $70. And it's like, that game didn't... That game, there was no reason for that game to be $70. Fuck that excuse. Region lock. Can't get Japanese on it. Get the option. That's what they was unlocked. They know what they know. Oh yeah, it's Nintendo. That's why I know why people be defending Nintendo like Nintendo was any better than any of the companies. Like, Nintendo was worse than a lot of them. People be in denial because they got the nostalgia blinders on about Zelda and Mario and shit, and it's just like, it's like, yeah, Zelda and Mario, yeah, they cool game series and all that, but it's like the company behind them, they be doing some dog shit. They have some dog shit practices. Like it's not a crime to call that out. Be honest about it. Like, I used to be a huge Sony fanboy back in the day, but it's like the Sony back then, the Sony that I used to love doesn't exist anymore. Could it ever get to that again? Maybe, but I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend like they're the same anymore. People try to tell me, but the games are gonna price. It's like Nintendo, they barely lower. Yeah, Nintendo don't ever lower the prices. Like, if you get it second hand, maybe. Like, a friend of yours sells you a copy of Metroid. I'm just using an example of Metroid Prime 4 or something like that, you know, then... Now, then you're probably fine, but, like, that's not... It's not gonna work that way. And time for the worst boss in this game, in my opinion. They've had better for a while. A lot of different pay because they avoid. Yeah, that's what's really sad. I mean, we knew that day was coming. Again? The reason why Nintendo was behaving better was because they were put on the back foot after the Wii U. Did anything you fucking it's just better. Her to have weapon switching like you. I know they have like style switching on the fly, but Capcom be fucking weird with PC when it comes to Devil May Cry, because like Devil May Cry 5 on PC, you don't have Legendary Dark Knight Sparta mode like you do on PS5. Oh shit. I'm just remembering Chibi Necodemics did that really like this cringe as hell funeral thing for Iwata, and I'm like, dude. Really though, damn, I just what? So I'm pretty sure you could probably wish it was more optimized, you know, yeah, the only thing PC people got for DLC was Virgil, which if they didn't give us that, I'd have been fucking pissed. I'd have been like, I'm my dog, what kind of dog shit is this? Wish it was more optimized, get an overclock play it. Yes. Yeah. Fear. The thing with the Switch too was like, all they had to do was just take what they did with the Switch, but make it more powerful, and make it backwards compatible, and fix the other Joy-Con drift issue. I mean, do that. Maybe improve the just improve the joysticks in general for if you're playing a game that requires you to aim or whatever.
What's wrong?
The Atris ain't playable in 5. Yeah, they're not. The only character they added that's playable that wasn't is Virgil. Which, to be fair, Virgil's really fun in 5. Like, he might be the most fun he's ever been in terms of gameplay, but yeah. That did surprise me that they didn't make Lady and Triss playable. But what are you gonna do? And speaking of Devil May Cry 5, there is mods to on PC. There is a legend. I remember seeing a trailer for a Legendary Dark Knight Sparta mod. So like you can, like it technically exists, depending on how you want to look at it. But yeah, they really could have done a lot more DLC wise with 5, I think. But at least put the same DLC you got for console players on PC. That's really it. Could have had a big titty mod for them. I don't know if anyone's ever modded them as characters. I mean, I probably would be you know what, let me look it up. Let me see if is there any mods to play as her? Okay, so there's a mod that replaces Dante's model with Lady, but she just has Dante's moveset. But nah, not really like an official mod. Not official, I'm sorry, but not anything more than just skins. Far let's see, interest this game. Playing, I found a copy of 007 GoldenEye for Weaver $3 a punch up. Hey, that's nice. Joy-Con was fixed with a shot of Joe. I remember seeing a video of it back in the day. Yeah, I was just saying in general, something that Nintendo addressed from before it got to you as the consumer at the end of the day. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. The Switch 2 thing is just like it kind of bummed me out about like where gaming is now, and the thing that bums me out the most is just like we're kind of all to blame for it. Because like we saw these problems kind of cropping up. I get part of it going to the gym too. Sadly, couldn't find an S2 club. Hey man, you win some, you lose some, right? Congrats on the apartment, dude. Why? Because it was easy. Yeah, that's the thing. Like a lot of the problems, I feel like they were easy to fix. I didn't look into the Joy-Con issue. Someone had fixed it. Though now I hear like the PS5 controller has problems with its sticks that people have fixed apparently. Because Sony refused to do it or refused to do it in a reasonable way. Supposedly. I tell you, man, notorious with gaming chiefs. I'm just saying in general. Of course, there's gonna be outliers and stuff, but Nintendo fans buy new games. Oh yeah, Nintendo whales will do it. Like your movie blobs of the world will do it. No hesitation. They'll put down $100. They'll cope and say, oh, it's just tariffs or oh, it's inflation. It's like, nah. It was a company being greedy. To this day, and now that this video was running through my head, it's fucking extra credits trying to say, oh, games need to be more expensive because of inflation and stuff, or else you're gonna see more predatory microtransaction day one DLC. Is like, well, games are $70 now. What that? Oh, they're still hitting us with day one DLC and releasing games half finished. And expecting you to either wait months for them to fix it or you gotta pay $20 more to get what you should have got at launch. And it's like, no, fuck you. Like, just serious, just unironically go fuck yourself. That's what first game I bought was Breath of the Wild and Wii U. You better than me, man. Because I mean, there's some games where I do buy day one, but I kind of regret that. What's the Discord link? It's not a Discord server thing, so. But I was just talking about in general. It's just like, and like I said, going back to the fucking GTA 6 thing, if they really do charge $100 for that and people buy that and it sells like hotcakes, it's like you the people who buy it, it's like you lose the right to complain about games being way too expensive at that point, because I'm like, you enabled that shit. Like, I'm just saying, like you just enable that, so it's nobody else's fault but yours. But all I'm gonna say is I see why people are saying it's gonna be another gaming crash, because it's like our future Tears of Kingdom, because they had the price from $70. Wait, are we talking about Tears of the Kingdom for Switch? They upped the price, just like the regular Switch version. Oh fuck, man. Oh fuck, man. That's horrible. They actually did that. The audacity of this bitch. I'm just like, the audacity of this bitch. No fucking way. We had the balls to do that. But all right, I'm out to end this string because I'm not. Well, they implement AI waifus and raise kids' jujitsu over easy. Tears famously up the price. I think that was a test. Yeah, but again, you got people who just buy it regardless. And I'm not even shitting on Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I'm not a Zelda person, so I can't really judge it. But like, y'all for real? Like, you gotta come way to fuck down these prices. Like, that's why I feel like we're heading towards. I mean, I think the game crash already is happening, but I just think it's gonna get significantly worse as time goes on. Because it's like, if you keep raising the prices of games to the point where it's like, yeah, people are not gonna buy games as much, and then you're gonna keep spending these ridiculous budgets for these high fidelity games, and then you're never gonna break even. Like, there's got to be a point where you stop. It seems like a good game if you pay full price on a principle. That's understandable. I heard Tears is actually bad. I have no idea because I don't play the Zelda game, so I can't judge it. And it got the biggest crash if you had. That's what I mean. Like, they're gonna crash. Like, I think the indie space, unless Unity or Unreal Engine lose their fucking minds, I think they're gonna be mostly fine. Yeah, King was rated 6,000 up to 70,000. Oh, fuck that. I didn't even know about that. Fuck that, man. Hell no. Like, I don't care how good the game is. Just, nah, you keep that shit at $60. And they're causing this game card to be so pathetic. Yeah, it'd be history repeating. And it would just take our special even more Undertale and Deltarune, though. Yeah, I guess. I mean, like, I'm trying to think. And then you got like China like making games and stuff, and it's like, oh, you're actually putting attractive characters in this. You know, the thing that Western devs are too chicken shit to do nowadays because feminism or whatever. And I'm just like, goddamn. It's goddamn. Like, y'all really shooting yourselves in the foot. And then Japan kind of following suit trying to copy the same bullshit that got Western games to be dog shit, and it's like, don't do that. But a lot of Japanese companies haven't figured that out yet. I think they're starting. I think some of them are starting to, but others haven't. And it's like y'all gonna learn the hard way. Y'all gonna crash too. Like, realistically, like I prefer you figure it out and course correct before you crash. But how's that meme go? It is what it is. And it's gonna be Chinese phone games. Oh, dude, there's so many of them things. The gotcha games, and it's just like I don't play games on my phone because it's like that's just beyond, predatory shit. It's like I like the fan art and the character designs, but it's like I'm not installing the shit on my phone. You know what I mean? I'm not developing a gambling addiction for some waifus. It's not happening. So who saved game from the next crash just for fun? I'm betting on Sega. That would be crazy if, like, when the dust settles, Sega is like an absolute juggernaut, just coming out with hit after hit after hit. It would be fucking insane. And you know what? With how crazy this last decade has been so far, even though we're only halfway through it, it wouldn't shock me. Like, unironic, I would not be shocked if somehow Sega did a complete 180 and was making like crazy shit. It's easy to be getting away with thirsty ass character trios. Made a whole comp of it. I wish I could send it. I've seen some of the character designs in Zenless Zone Zero, and I'm like, damn. I wish these characters were in a non predatory game. You know, it's like if you took some of these character designs, put them in like a Devil May Cry action game, that was just like a single player game with these characters, like you would. It's like day one for me. But and it's like that's what happens. Like I see a game, it's like, oh, these characters are cool. It's like, oh, it's a fucking gotcha game. Okay. Okay, I'll just let the fan artists make artwork of these characters, and I'll just appreciate that. They got Match to Win game. That's I feel most trying to get good. Yeah, exactly. It's like you got these really. It's like, damn, these characters are fucking cool looking, but it's like they're in games that I just don't want to even bother with. Like it's like I was watching God, there was I forget which one it was. It was one where they had this chick, she had like this she was like in this white jumpsuit on, and she had like electrical powers, whatever, and she had like a tail that ended in like a light bulb or something. It was just like the amount of jiggle physics they put on this character was insane. And I'm like, damn, this character was cool, but again, it's a damn gotcha game. It's just like I will not be developing a gambling addiction. I'm sorry. The waifu game is not worth it. But all right, it's getting late. I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks everyone who came out, and I'll see you later.